हेलो गाइस, गुड इवनिंग गुड इवनिंग। कैसा चल रहा है? आज तो काफ़ी स्ट्रीमिंग की होगी। आज तो मतलब 2 बजे से शायद चालू है, 2 या ढाई बजे से, एंड 7 आवर्स का स्ट्रीम। उसके बाद आज आप लोग ये स्ट्रीम भी देखने आ गए। थैंक यू सो मच। हाउ वाज समर स्ट्रीम? आई थिंक मोस्ट ऑफ यू वर देयर। काफ़ी एंटरटेनिंग होगा। आज टाइम पे आई वाज जस्ट वेटिंग फॉर समय टू एंड दिस स्ट्रीम सो दैट आई कैन कम। And sorry about yesterday ki I could not play the title Tuesday, but I hope it's all right. Because there is one issue which I had. Okay, I'll not go too deep into it, but yeah, so I was not feeling like it, feeling in the best condition to play the event. So that's why I took a break, but I uploaded a video as I had promised Ayushi. Yeah, I'll upload it. So आज कर दिया upload एक Q&A. Yeah, I didn't even get time to change. So very hectic day today, very hectic. नाइस टी शर्ट कुछ नहीं, घर के कपड़े आज तो मतलब नॉट एनीथिंग फैंसी एट ऑल. So today, those who don't know, it's the semi-finals between Ding Liren and Magnus Carlsen, and also Anish Giri and Ian Nepo. So yesterday they had the first half of it, in which Magnus Carlsen won, and he not only won the games but he won a lot of hearts. I don't know if all of you know about it. What happened was Ding Liren lost the first game in an equal position due to internet problem, and in the next game Magnus played four moves and gave up his queen, you know in order to make things right, and he not only won the game, won the match, but he won hearts of many people. So that was a very nice gesture on his part. But I think it was a best of 6 yesterday, and he won the last game. So Magnus just needs to hold his own, hold his ground today, and he should be in the finals. How epic would it be if the finals is Anish Giri versus Magnus Carlsen? I mean everything is set up right for that match to happen. All the Twitter banter, everything, it would be like perfect finale. So today Magnus has won the first game apparently. So it looks like he's most likely to go through. Ding is in the must-win situation right now, and Anish Giri drew the first game, and second game is still going on apparently. And he looks like he's in a dead lost position. Oh, the knight is trapped. Oh, Anish is lost. Anish is lost in this game. Oh no. So the scores will be in the favor of Nepo. Oh, so it's going to be a long match. It's going to be a long match now. Hey Akhil, exams हो गए? Good to know. Good to know. अभी तो relaxed state of mind. Just kick back, enjoy the stream. Nice to see you here. Hi Uddhav. Hi. Arey, thank you Deepa. Thanks. Anubhav, Vidit, you must admit that Samaya has like revived chess in India. 15K watching throughout. Mad respect. Definitely, man. Like, I have the highest respect for Samay for what he has done for the chess, especially like popularizing the game. I mean, I have just good things to say about it, and it's very tough to do it. He's been streaming non-stop, so all respect to him. All respect. And thanks, Deepa. नाशिक मध्येच आहेस की काय चाललंय? Wait, Anish is not resigning in this position. Why? Why is he not resigning? He's just complete loss. He's a piece down. I think he's just playing, from inertia. He'll not change things. He's not, really playing for win or something. He's just playing to get rid of that frustration, kind of. Anish's yesterday's matches were very interesting. Definitely, he won 3-1, I think, against Nepo. That was pretty cool. Okay, this match is just gone. I think Anish will resign soon. Let's look at the game Ding Liren against Magnus Carlsen. I want to see a finale between Magnus and Anish. I think everyone would love it. That would be great. I just keep looking at this board expecting a blunder because of the stream earlier. Array. Today, Magnus played a very strange move. First of all, in the first game, he played King's Indian, which is also Summer's favorite opening. But Magnus rarely plays King's Indian. So it shows something, like, I don't know, like, he's probably in a very fighting spirit and he's confident about his abilities, that he's playing a opening which he doesn't play that often. And that also shows that he probably wanted to have a complicated fight, not just play something solid. And he managed to win in this line, which is, I mean, I have to go through the game to understand it. But let's say if I show you this position out of the opening, already after move 12, engine says, gives an evaluation of, I think, +1.5 and up to +2. So opening didn't work out for him. I don't know how he won the game. So I'm very, very surprised that he went for King's Indian and he even managed to win with it. Very surprised. I have to see the game entirely to be sure. Okay, this is the third match, probably the most interesting match which is going on right now. Dingleren against Magnus. So as I was pointing out, c4, e5, g3, Magnus played d5. Usually they develop the knight to f6 and then play d5, or play c6 and then go d5. That's the usual move. But directly going d5 is very, very rare. That's some new opening idea. So cd, queen d5, knight f3, knight 6, knight c3. Because you wasted two tempes, like you brought the queen, went back. It's not considered normal. Are Anish and Carlsen best mates or arch rivals? What is the backstory? Mukund, you just go on Twitter, search for Anish Giri's handle and Magnus Carlsen's handle. You will get all the backstory. So they have, like, Twitter banter. I think it's in good spirits. Nothing, no problem there. But that banter is a lot of fun for the people watching and they love it. Okay, let's see. Oh, Ding blundered his queen. That's what people are saying. Oh, okay. Ding blundered. नाशिक म्हणतात का नाशिक अँड इज एफ एम अवॉर्डेड टू इंडियन्स. नाशिक दोन्ही म्हणू शकतो विराज, काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही, दोन्ही चालतात. अँड एफ एम इज फिडे मास्टर. आय थिंक यू नीड टू हॅव 2300 रेटिंग टू गेट द फिडे मास्टर टायटल. Knight f6, castles h6. This looks so strange. Here engine shows that there is a nice move. Dingleren played d3 and then he played a3, which actually is a bit slow. Engine suggests the move b4. So I mean, it's a very standard idea if you look at it, but I'll give you a time to figure out what happens if black takes bishop b4. Okay, let's do a small puzzle. Let's warm it up. After bishop b4, what will you play? Yeah, it's freezed because I'm showing the analysis. What have these GMs done to their names? I think they have these names for online chess, and probably that's why it's showing like this. But I don't know why. Like earlier, it was showing Magnus Carlsen and Dingleren. Maybe they didn't get permission to. Maybe Leeches did not get permission to broadcast the games. I don't know. Could be. So that's why they had to change the names. Yeah, Maxi Bogies is Magnus Carlsen and Pedestrian is Dingleren. I mean the ID. Yeah, so it's a very simple tactic. So bishop b4, knight e5. You will see this tactic in all the lines. The point is, if you take it, there's queen a4 check. And if you go knight c6, you take queen b4, and you double the pawns, and you also got back the material. So b4 was a nice tactic here. In the game, he had to waste time, and he played a3 in order to play b4, but Magnus stopped it with a5, and now he has more space. b3, castle, bishop b2, rook e8, rook c1, bishop f5, h3, Queen d7, king h2. Probably black can play e4 or bring the rook to d8. And black is completely fine, to be honest. Ding blundered at the end. He offered a draw. Magnus refused, and then Ding blundered after two moves. Oh, really? Oh, I missed a lot of happening stuff. I have to check it out. Is it okay if we check it out? Because this portion is completely level, and the rook is going to come to d8, and Magnus has it in control. That's what I feel. Let's check it out. How Magnus won the first game, because this position looks absolutely fantastic for white. He can play f4 or he can play b4. He's calling all the shots. b4, b6, knight b5, queen e7, rook e1, h6, bishop h4, rook fc8, bishop d3. Yeah, it's just a maneuvering phase, typical King's Indian, because it's not easy to break through. You cannot take on c5, then the knight will take, and you can't really play f4 immediately because you don't have a continuation to follow it up. Thank you, Pavan, for that information, though. Uh, Daisy, I was not feeling well actually. That's the honest truth. I was not feeling well. Otherwise, I would have played Title Tuesday. Somehow, the entire evening yesterday, I was not in the best condition, and I thought it's better that I don't play because uh, somehow I feel if I stream and play in a suboptimal condition, it wouldn't be right to do so. He played bishop d3, queen f8, knight f1. Okay, let's go to the critical point where Ding blundered. Very curious because this moves, if I start explaining, it will take a lot of time. Okay, Ding is a pawn up. Although black's position is very solid, I would not say that Ding is winning or something, or even has an advantage. Just curious at the top level what blunder could have happened, that he just lost his entire queen. It looks like Ding has things under control. Was it a mouse slip? Yeah, its position is completely closed. In fact, white is having an extra pawn. Oh, so I see that something went wrong here. Queen d2 engine says, and immediately, the evaluation bar went down. I think you can see that, yeah. Something happened here. Knight d3, queen d3, queen e2, king f1, rook c8. Okay, there is some nasty tricks now. Rook c2. Oh, oh, he missed this. He missed rook c1. Check. That's a nice, that's a simple trick, but he missed it. He was low on time, as I can see. He had only 17 seconds left against 1.5 minutes, something like this. Wow. Yeah, rook c1 just loses an entire rook. And he just resigned. Okay, got it. I don't know about the draw for Pavan. Are you sure that Dingleren offered a draw? Probably here. I'm not sure about that. I cannot really confirm. Yeah, rook c1 loses the queen. Yeah, okay. That's the backstory. I see. If did Anish start? Okay, Anish's game has not started yet. Thank you, Sanjo Geeta. That's a very sweet message. Thank you so much. I hope that you keep playing chess and you're having fun. That's the most important part for me. Two moves before the blunder, he offered a draw. Okay. But okay, I don't think he was offering a draw. He was trying to repeat the moves. I don't think this counts as a draw offer if I show you the game. I think this is the point which you mean. Like he was just repeating. Here, if you would have played actually queen b2, it would have been simpler. He played rook b2. Yeah, I don't think this is called a draw offer. He was happy to repeat, but I wouldn't say it was like, offering a draw. Uh, Thank you, Vishwendra Rathore. Sure, sure. I'm going to release all kind of content on the channel. I even have some podcasts lined up. So let me know what kind of duration you like to watch. And no worries if it's too long. I can totally understand. I'll upload smaller, consumable content for sure. What's next in the professional calendar for you? Yesterday, FIDE announced that there is going to be online chess Olympiad. So it's from 22nd July until 30th August, if I'm correct. So that could be one of the things which I might play, and that would be very interesting. Indian team will have 6 players and 6 reserves. So I'm yet to figure it out how it will go, but that could be one of the events I play. Mm. What is Dark on Netflix? Is it a TV series? Okay, E3 played. Okay. In this position, if you go 96, it's like admitting your mistake. For example, if you go 96, white will play like 94 and play knight c4. You have to take the knight probably. Then you take with the pawn, bishop h7, knight c4, attacking both these things. Okay, this looks really good for white. So maybe in this position you have to play bishop e7 or something like this. It doesn't look very simple. The point is after e3, there is also an option of taking bishop d3. So you give up a knight and you attack. Okay, the knight has to move. Let's say you move it to b1. You have the option of taking the rook. So you get 2 pieces for a rook. Mm, I wouldn't be so confident going into this line. So probably 96 makes sense. 94, and then you take with the bishop. And if d, you can play like something like queen e7 or rook d8. I like white's position, to be honest, right now. And especially when Dingliren needs to win. Oh, he played a better move, knight to b5. I didn't consider this. The pawn is attacked on e3, which forces white to exchange the knight. Okay, this makes a lot of sense. Okay, this makes a lot of sense. Now, definitely Carlsen is doing fine. Knight f3, rook d8. Yeah, black's position is completely fine. He has clear target to attack the pawn on d3. Are you liking Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Yeah, I've watched like 4 episodes. I think it starts to grow on you. It's like complete fun comedy, It's something you watch once and not watch it again. You have fun, you laugh a little bit, and then you just like, forget about it. It's that kind of comedy. It's not like Friends, for example, which you can revisit anytime and you would still laugh. I'm waiting for Anish to play. Okay, Anish's game. Okay, let's move to Anish's game. Okay, Pawan. Okay, probably I missed that. Maybe they might have mentioned it in the live stream. So okay, that's a very interesting fact. Thank you, Pawan. Arey, thank you, Akhil. That's great to know, man. Great to know. I hope my streams are helping you improve the game. It's a time travel thriller series. Okay. Arey, Sanjay, what can I tell you? Like, for me, the biggest problem right now is time. Not getting enough time to uh, even do the normal things. I today I was at the dinner table and I was talking to my family, and every day they have one complaint that I don't spend absolutely any time with them, and I was just recording that, so I might even post it on Instagram. uh, that I absolutely don't give any time to family because I'm streaming and doing chess and other stuff throughout the day. that there is absolutely no time for the normal, day-to-day activities. Okay, so I'll just give you a background of what happened in this line. C4. Very interesting to know that Nepo went e6. So those who don't know, Nepo main opening by far, since he has been playing this since his childhood, is g6, knight c3, d5, the Grunfeld defense. So this is a very nice surprise to go for e6, knight f3, d5. It shows that Nepo is expanding his opening repertoire. What do you think? Who will win the comedians tournament? Of course, I'm rooting for Samay. I mean, one of the people from the squad should, win because they are training every day. So it would be a good reflection that the training helps. So d5, knight c3, c5. No, guys, it's not only streaming. The problem is I'm doing a lot of other stuff as well right now. That seems to be the problem. I think there was even a study I mentioned that people are working 3 hours more than usual in COVID-19. Like, especially if you're working from home, for example, 3 hours more than usual. So he played the semi-Tarash defense, CD 95, E4, takes. So this is all normal standard theory. Rook d1 is a bit of rare move. Usually what they do is they play bishop to c4 or bishop to d3. Bishop to c4 or rook to c1. That's the general move. So rook d1 is kind of rare. b6, bishop d3, bishop a6. Okay. The idea is to exchange the bishop, which is considered to be a good trade for black. Takes on a6, knight a6, castles, rook c8. In this line, generally white has the center and black has this open c file and this extra passed pawn. In general, the endgames are considered to be easier to play with black because of this passed pawns, whereas in the middle game, white has chances to attack, maneuver the pieces to the king side. Queen e2, knight b8, d5, and Anish has played all this very quickly, so I assume he's in preparation still. Rook d5, queen c7, knight d4. Very simple idea to bring the knight to f5 so that you can attack on g7. Ideas like queen g4 or even bring the knight to d6. Various ideas right now. Is my voice too low? I see some comments in the chat that it's a bit low. I'll fix it if it's the problem. Hey Spidey Spider-Man, your rating is 1400 now. Array, great to hear that. And I hope you reach even 2000 man by the end of the month. That would be epic. Thank you, Sanjay. Voice is okay. Okay, let me try to increase it a little bit if it's possible. I want you guys to have the best experience. Hello. Yeah, now it should be better. It should be louder for sure. I've added some settings which will help. Knight d4. How do you prevent the knight from coming to f5? Not an easy way to stop it, because if you go g6, then the knight can even go to b5, which is kind of annoying. Like, you bring the rook to the center, then plan knight b5 and stuff like this. It's perfect, right? Great. Much louder. Awesome. On a side note, guys, I wanted to ask, do you mind if I upload the audio? Like, I've done many interviews in recent times and some podcasts, for example. Would it be okay if I upload an audio interview on the stream? Please let me know. Not on stream, sorry, on my channel. Queen c4. Okay, he wants to exchange queens. As I said, it's generally a good trade for black to exchange queens, and white will try everything to avoid it. Yes, sure. Okay, awesome. Please, I'll do so. Great to hear that. Oh, thank you so much. I was thinking that I will even add some video which will go along with the audio, so you will have a better experience. Queen c4 played queen g4. This pawn has very little value right now because the main concern is the attack on the king. If you look at black's pieces, they are all the way on the queen side. So black should be very, aware and conscious how to play this. So he played rook c5, trying to exchange one active piece. Knight f5, g6. If the queen was on g5, it could easily get to f6, and that would be very dangerous. So white is one tempo short of having an attack. Usually, what they do is you have to bring more pieces in the attack to be effective. So even a pawn can be considered a piece in such things. So h4, h5 is definitely an idea which comes to my mind. The other idea is to bring this rook to d1. But overall, due to white black's active queen, I think the position is roughly equal. It's roughly equal. I heard your podcast on Spotify. Great work. Thank you, Uddhav. Can anybody beat Magnus in World Championship? And if yes, who in your opinion? Uh, Dikshan, before this, actually, it was considered that Ding Liren is one of the most uncomfortable opponents for Magnus Carlsen in recent times. He was really struggling against him. He won the matches, but he was one of the opponents which was posing problems. But as we see that Magnus even defeated him in this match. So I still think that Magnus has an edge. It's not very clear if someone else is coming close to it. So definitely he has an edge. But yeah, I think Ding Liren comes to my mind right now. Who else could be tricky for him? I've heard that he has a bad score against Nepo, but Nepo, I feel like, the stability is an issue. Sometimes Nepo has great days, sometimes he has bad days. So, stability factor definitely counts. Ali Reza. In few years, for sure. Anish definitely taking a think now how to improve. So let's go back to Magnus's game on this note and see how he's playing. Oh wow, what happened? Okay, a lot of things have happened. Let's go back slowly. Takes knight f3 rook d8. We were in this position. I had mentioned that the d3 pawn is quite weak. So white has to do something to defend it. He played e4, okay, which cuts off the pressure. Logical move. Bishop to e6. Okay, the problem with this move is that the e5 pawn is not protected anymore. Simpler would have been to put the bishop, let's say, on g6 and keep this pawn, defended. But as I understand that Magnus did not like that this bishop was completely, hitting a granite and he can't really do much with it. So understandably, he went bishop e6, but this invites some trouble, or like at least complications, not trouble. Okay, first of all, if you take this, it doesn't really work because black has this move bishop b3. Oh, 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 this is nice. Okay, so another tactic for you guys: knight e5, bishop e5, bishop e5. How do you play with black? How do you play with black? There's a nice tactic here. Manan, it could be that Nepo is playing a different openings online because he has to conserve his main repertoire for candidates tournament. So he doesn't want to give away his secret preparation. And for online tournaments which he can make do with other openings, it's definitely a possibility what you say. So no disagreements there, completely fine. uh, hey Annie, your attendance is marked. Thank you, Kishore. Although this is a very simple t-shirt, I mean, this really nothing, I mean. It reminds me of how they say, you if you ask your mom, uh, what are you like, if you wear or if you try some clothes, and if you ask your mom how is it, she'll always say it looks good. Even if you're wearing yellow pants or orange pants, she will say, yeah, this looks good, because she'll always find her kid or his her kid always doing, like, like, sorry, I'm fumbling so much. Her kid always like looking the best. She'll not see that this yellow looks hideous. So I get the same feeling with you guys, because if with this simple t-shirt also you guys are complimenting. Yeah, queen d3 is definitely possible, but there is a very cool move. Queen d3 makes perfect sense. I agree with you guys. Queen d3 is awesome. But bishop g4 is cool, That's classy. That's really classy. You attack the queen, and if you take it, you take with the knight, give a check, king g1, then knight to e5. This is a much classier tactic. Queen d3 is good, but this shows, some awesomeness. Oh, did Zakir really say that? Was it his joke in some of his uh, live show? I didn't know about that. Probably. So after bishop e6, that's why uh, Ding Liren played bishop e5. Also, to understand his psychology, he needs to play for a win, and this is his last white game. I see things are not going according to his plan, and he's trying to mix it up, trying to make the games more complicated. So takes knight e5, queen d6. It's a double attack on e5 and a3. f4, queen a3. Okay, d4 engine says is a bad move. The suggestion was to bring the rook to c7. Although it's understandable that you want to push the pawns, because you have good central pawn mass. Bishop b3, queen d3, queen b4. You can push it, but it has limitations. Whereas black is going to go a4, a3, a2, or just play a4 and bring the rook to c8, exchange pieces. He's pawn up after all. So d5, rook c8. Yeah, he's going to exchange rooks. Makes perfect sense. d6. And then he goes back. Very funny maneuver. The problem for white is he cannot bring his rook to d1. It's controlled by the bishop. So d7 was played. What? Knight d7, bishop c4. And it's resignable position. Wow. The knight is pinned. Black is gonna capture this rook. For example, you move the queen. Where do you go? Oh, you can't even go queen to d4 because bishop f1. Queen takes, a takes, bishop takes, rook d7, and you're down material. So this is completely lost. And after bishop c4, if you go to f3 or something, you lose the support of d7 knight. And this is just lost. You're much up on the material. So probably this is a decider. Magnus Carlsen is in the finals. Ding was not in good form probably today. Usually, even when he gets worse or he's low on time and stuff like this, he's very, very resilient. But today probably just was not his day. So Carlsen is in the finals. Yeah, I see the result now. Magnus has won. Let's look at Anish's game. So we have one clear focus right now. So we left in this position. Not much has happened. Rook c5, queen c5, queen g5 was played. As I marked earlier, queen to f6 is the plan. How would you play with black? That's the question. Probably f6 is one move which comes to my mind. Or you can even bring the knight. Because I don't see a threat of white. Ah, okay, okay, okay. I know what is the threat. Queen g5. The threat is to bring rook to c1. It's protecting the square. So black has to act accordingly. Probably f6 could be played. I have a feeling f6 might be played in this position. b5 was there. Sorry. I see the chat, but I don't understand what is b5. Oh, I know what you mean. I know what you mean now. I know what you mean. Okay, I'll just show that point. So you were saying after bishop c4, queen d4, bishop f1, queen b4, a b4, bishop f1, rook d7, bishop b5 is there, which pins the rook, and it seems that it's lost. But black has an intermediate move, rook d2 check. And if the king moves, you move the rook, and your exchange up and material up. So that's the problem. I get it now. And can someone please explain me what is rider provider which is going on in the chat? I don't understand it. I really want to know what it means. Anyways, Anish. Okay, let's come back to the game. It's a TikTok song meme. Okay, sorry. Thanks, Abhishek. So honest. So brutally honest. Okay, f6 was played because, in this position, engine was suggesting rook e8, but for a matter of fact, I knew that no human will play it. The idea was after rook c1 to play rook e4. I mean, tell me who in their right state of mind would do something like this. Of course, rook c5 doesn't work because rook e1 back rank mate. But still, to go for this looks very, very risky. And I knew that Nepo Minachi will not take such a chance. So he played f6. Queen g3 was played to keep the pin. Knight c6. The position is level and things don't look so good for Anish. Don't look good for Anish at all. I mean, position is equal, but in the match situation, he needs a win. He needs desperately to win. If he doesn't win today, I think there will be a decider match between Anish and Nepo Minachi tomorrow. If I don't know if I'm wrong, but I think this is the tournament format. Shantanu, I have no idea about that controversy. In general, I don't pay so much attention to conspiracies and, such stuff. Because, first of all, it's not in my control. And I really. What will I achieve by knowing if he played or not? I mean, that's my question. So, it's something to discuss or something with friends someday. But it's one of those questions which I'll not pay so much attention to. That's in general my philosophy. Uh, what will I achieve by knowing this information? Is it really going to help me? If it's not, then probably okay. It's just something which I fleetingly hear and then let go of it. So, short answer is I don't know. Yeah, I know about the secret online game. There is some theory about it, but it doesn't really concern me. I mean, doesn't really help me knowing that. Also, Anish is really low on time. He has 4 minutes against almost 11 minutes. h3. Okay, if you have to play a move like this, it shows that something has gone wrong, because h3 is not a move you play if you want to prove an advantage. Position is roughly balanced because, okay, material is first of all equal, and black's main problem was the king safety, which is kind of taken care of. So I think rook d8 should be played. Bring the rook to an open file. Okay, rook e8 also makes sense. You attack the pawn on e4. If I was white, I would be actually, the moves don't come easy. For example, if you play rook d1, black can even just take this pawn on e4. uh, how to react with white? Maybe play queen d3, but it looks ugly to defend like this. I think it's most likely that Anish will play queen to d5 and exchange queens. After which it's okay. He played queen b1. He wants to keep the queens. Okay, that's good because he needs to win. He needs a win in this game. Please play Blitz more often on the stream. Done, Narayan. Sure, I'll do that. 100%. I am also itching to play some games, and that's gonna happen. I'll be doing more streams where I'm playing games, but just this tournament was so big that I had to cover it. I didn't want to, miss out on that. But definitely more streams once this tournament is over on me playing stuff. 100%. Queen b4. Okay, now white has to exchange queens. For example, queen c2 is met with queen e4. So queen b4 is a good move by Nepo. Takes away the pressure. I'll just refresh. Okay, queen exchange. No chance for white to win this game probably. Rook d1. Yeah, he wants to bring the rook to d7. But I assume you can just take this pawn on e4. Like, you take this pawn on e4, you give a check. Okay, king h6 is suspicious because there might be some knight g4 check sometimes. But you can simply go king to f8 and bring the rook back to e7, which should be fine. Let's see what he does. Okay, he just goes king f7. If you go rook d7, rook e7, very practical choice by Nepo. Are you going to play PUBG? Probably not. Don't count me on it. कौन खेलेगा PUBG यार? f3. Okay, if you take the pawn, there is rook a1, which probably black doesn't want to do. He wants to keep the status quo as it is. So maybe king to e6 makes sense. I mean, I did stream CS once, but many of you guys did not like it, like me playing Counter Strike. So I decided not to stream that further. Did he play knight a2 in this position? Okay, he did go knight a2. Okay, he wants clarity. Rook e7, rook to a3. I think also Anish would not mind this because it looks like the position is equal with 4 pawns, but white has still some pressure. There's still some pressure here. Let's say if white gets the knight to d5, it would be excellent. Attacking b6 and f6, and then you could further bring the rook to c6. And there are many ideas. So the key thing is if you can kick away this knight from f4. Okay, Nepo slightly misplayed, I would say. I think he misplayed slightly. So there is some chance for Anish now. A minute, but still, he'll play on. The game is not yet over. Bring Hess someday if possible. Oh, that's a very good idea. I should catch up with him. I haven't spoken to him since some time. Definitely. Hey, thank you, Anikesh. Uh, Shambhavi, all the best for your online examinations. Ace it, kill it. All the best. 4 versus 3 is a draw. Ah, yeah. But if knights are there, it's not an easy draw. I mean, it makes it much more complicated. But only if rooks are there, and if you have 4 pawns against 3 pawns, in most cases it's a draw. But with the knights on the board, it's a different ball game. Have an adoption match with Robert Hess. I have to first complete my speed run. I'm still stuck at 2000. I have to make it 2800 if you guys remember. Probably it will take 2 streams to do that because the ratings increase slowly. But that's on my agenda. VD, please give tips for learning to read the board. Rajaram, I think you mean the notations, right? Like 95 to get faster at visualization, or just seeing where the squares are. I guess it comes from practice, but there are many tools. For example, you can learn this. There is a game on various websites where the computer will say, okay, c7, and you have to click the square. Like in 1 minute, how many things you can do. So there are many ideas like this on the various websites. If you try that out, it will definitely help you. Anish is getting quite low on time. 2 minutes. He plays king g3. Okay, he finds a very good move. Very good move. If you play g5, you weaken the f5 square, which is not good. So I think knight e2 check will be played. But then you bring the king into safety. And now this d5 square is open. So if you go back, you can play g3 and then bring the knight to d5. So king g3, what Anish played, is a good move. It would be really surprising if Anish wins this game, but definitely he has the pressure. I'm just afraid, guys, by the way, in future, do you really want me to cover such tournaments and do streams on it? I'm very curious because um, I got the feeling that maybe because there are so many people who are already broadcasting it. For example, they have official stream by Chess24 who are analyzing these games. So do you want this? Because there are alternatives and I could do something else instead of this. That's also a possibility. Can you give some tip to stay more focused on work? Vaibhav, that's a very tricky question because I myself struggle sometimes and I understand that it's very easy to give in to procrastination. It's very simple to do that. So I completely understand your point. And if I'm not practicing it, what will I preach to you, right? But one of the things which has helped me is to have that discipline. Like if you decide that you're gonna do this, just do it. There's no more questions. If you keep talking to your mind, it will distract you and it will help you in going in this what to say procrastination, or convince you to spend time doing something else. But once we develop the discipline that if I've decided I'm gonna do it, I just do it. Doesn't matter what may come. But it takes time, and it for me also I struggle with it. So uh, I'm not saying that I'm an expert in it at all. Okay, knight e2 played. As we predicted, this is what is happening. So black wants to bring the knight to d4, attacking the pawn on f3. So king g2 is an option to defend this pawn. Or you can bring knight to d5 and protect the pawn indirectly. King g2 makes a lot of sense. Bring the king. Yeah, he played king g2. Okay, the accuracy level required is very high to win such positions, but it's a possibility. I see most of you guys said yes. So I will consider it for sure in the future tournaments. My aim is, to explain the game in as simple terms as possible, so most of you benefit. Because if you want detailed analysis, of course it's possible for me to do it. I mean, that's my expertise. But I don't want to go too deep in the position so that you lose track of it. And I want to make it as simple as possible, but not like, simpler, not sound make it sound very easy, but simple. Knight to d4 was played. Okay, this is a mistake. I think knight should have gone to c3 to cover this d5 square. Because as we know, if white gets the knight to d5, it's going to be kind of deadly. So knight c3 would have covered it. Knight d4, now white can just go rook d3, for example, and then land a knight on d5 in the future. So rook d3 was played. Very interesting. Suddenly there are some chances for Anish. He's low on time though. He has only 1 minute, but things don't look so simple. If you look previously, in this position I thought that black is completely fine. The king is coming here. Then Nepo took this pawn on e2, which kind of complicated things a bit. And after precise play from Anish, he has some chances right now. Is it a coincidence that more players are from South India? I don't think it's a coincidence, because let's say Anand, he's from Chennai, and of course that has inspired many more people to come up there. There is a chess culture, so definitely it's natural that more people are from South India. And at one point there were a lot of people from Andhra Pradesh, because the government was very supportive of the sports people, and also especially chess. So there was a time where Hampi, Hari Krishna, Lalit Babu, all these players came to the scene, because the government was very supportive. So it's not a coincidence, it's just a combination of culture plus support, right environment, I would say. Do you know the origin of OP, how it became mainstream? It's from MOBA games. Oh, okay, Danish. That's quite an insight. Okay, it makes sense. Okay, okay, okay. Thanks for that. I didn't know about it. Okay, g5. So white wants to play rook c3. If he would have played check right now, king would have gone to f4, g5, king g4. So the point of g5 is stopping the king from running away. Very good move, very good move. But g5 is a very good move. Sorry. Waiting for Anish, what did he play? So if you go king d4 to stop this, black will probably play rook c1 or give a check. I think giving a check makes sense. So you put the king further away and then you bring the rook to attack the pawns, from the rear. So g5, very good move. Now it's a challenge for Anish to find. Okay, let's see what he'll play. Very curious. So after g5 he played h4, rook c3, king e2. If he had gone king f2, black would have given another check. That is the point of king e2, so that if he gives another check, king will come to d3, and now it controls this square and attacking the rook. But the downside of king e2 is that this pawn is not protected. So he played g4, fg, rook g3. I suppose rook g7 only move to protect this pawn. But king e5. Wow. Oh no. Black had a draw here. Okay, I have to give some time to explain this. Black had a draw here, but he had to be precise. He had to play rook h3, attack this pawn. If you play h5, then bring the king. But what Nepo did, he directly went king e5, which is a mistake. Which is a big mistake, because Anish could have played the move g5. The point is, if you take the pawn, then you exchange the rooks. And you cannot take this because g6 of course queens the pawn. So black can't take. If he goes king to e4, white had this very strong move g6. And now, let's say king f5, h5. These connected passed pawns are dangerous. So this was a win, but Anish did not see it. Sadly, Anish did not see this move. He went king f2, which was a big mistake. And now it's a draw again. Anish had a chance, but he let it go. Oh, man. So close yet so far. So close yet so far. Now, again, these pawns are not connected because this f6 pawn will always be, controlling g5. To me, now it looks simple for black. Thank you, Ramandeep. It's not at all a burden. I just want to provide, I just want to do things which you guys are interested in watching. So that's my point. Srinidhi, you should invite Gotham Chess or Hikaru. Definitely, that's on the agenda, Srinidhi, to invite more chess players, have different kinds of stream with variety, like not just Indian players, from foreigners as well. I'll definitely do it. Definitely do it for sure. Which country has the most grandmasters? I think it's Russia for sure. They have the highest number of grandmasters, I think, undoubtedly. h5 played. Now Nepo is thinking if he should take the pawn on e4 or play king f4. Uh, let's say he goes king f4, also possibility. Because how do you improve? Let's say you attack the rook, you put the rook on h4. How do you progress? You can't play g5, you can't play h6. Only way is to play rook g6, try to play h6, but then you start pushing this pawn. And to me, this looks like a drawn position. So very curious, what will Nepo do? He did go king f4. He did go king f4. He saw this draw. It's gonna be a draw today. Draw in this game, I feel. Although Anish did miss a chance, but it was not so simple. I mean, in the entire game, this was the one chance he had. That's why chess is considered sometimes cruel. Later on, you see this game and you see that engine was showing you a win, and you feel so upset that, Arey yaar, it was so close. I was so close in winning, and one mistake, and you are not there. Anish is low on time, but that doesn't really matter. There is increment. So there is like 10 seconds or 5 seconds increment after each move. So I'm not really concerned about the time. The position is the main problem. Yeah, he played rook h4. Now, how do you improve? We discussed this rook g6, b5. I suppose, sorry about that. I suppose the game will be drawn soon. So in the last game after this, if it's drawn, it will be a must-win situation for Anish. Okay, he gave this pawn to have this connected passes, but it's a too slow. It's a bit too slow. Black is just gonna push, and eventually white will have to move the rook, and then black will collect these pawns. So seems like a draw to me. Draw incoming. I think sorry about that is something like a trademark of agad matter, yeah, if I understand correctly. Okay, black has just to be careful not to blunder by king g4, because this would be of course stupid to lose into. But he can just play something like b3 or king g5 even. Yeah, king g5 makes just a draw on the spot. Yeah, it's just a draw on the spot. You take the passer and it's just a draw. How many? Okay, got it. Arey Devin, thank you, man. That's so sweet of you. Thank you so much. I feel so bad right now, that I did not play the title Tuesday, and so many of you were looking forward to it. I won't miss the next ones. I won't mix the next ones. I feel bad to miss out on that. Okay, what's going on? Okay, this is the position. So e4 was played. I'm sorry about that. E4, rook f6, king g4, king f2. Yeah, it's just a draw. Doesn't matter. I mean, there are more than one ways to make a draw here. Okay, so one last game after this. Probably it won't be so bad to get like a puzzle rush in while this game, finishes. What do you say? एक puzzle rush हो जाए. टकटकोपी, एक टकटकोपी तो बनता है. Awesome, awesome. एक puzzle rush खेलते तब तक. Because this game is just a draw. I think it doesn't make sense that we stick with it because I know the result. Not scripted, but I know the result from this. Mm. I think Nepo is even considering to play for a win, but that's just not gonna happen. The pawn is hanging. चलो चलो चलो. I'll set it up. I'll set it up. चलो. Hmm. एक सेकेंड लगेगा सेटअप करने में. Okay, I got it. Awesome. सेटअप हो गया है. एक म्यूजिक डाल देते हैं बैकग्राउंड में to have a nice feeling. Let's play some nice songs. Okay, एक सेकेंड. I think it should be good now. I think it should be good. Ritviz, of course. Let's go. Just being focused, not to miss out on something.
जाए घबराए आए आए ना सब रब जब खो जाए घबराए आए आए ना हम ही बर्बादे हम ही है वरदान हम ही बर्बादे हम ही है वरदान मन हलचल हो जाए घबराए आए आए ना सब रब जब खो जाए घबराए आए आए ना हम ही बर्बादे हम ही है
अरे यार,
वरदान
got one wrong.
हम ही बर्बादे हम ही है वरदान तेरे नाम तेरे नाम तेरे नाम तेरे नाम मेरे नाम तेरे नाम मेरे नाम तेरे नाम तेरे नाम ठंडी
40, okay, not bad. Okay, 40 और fast होना चाहिए. But the good news is that I've ordered a new mice which will be wireless, so my wires won't get stuck. Let's see if it will improve my performance a little bit. It could improve, I don't know, but ठीक है. 40 हो गया, not bad, not bad. I was not commentating on the moves because I was like कि anyways if I say something it won't be thorough, तो उसका कुछ प्रॉब्लम तो है नहीं. अरे mouse, I've ordered a new mouse. It's not correct. It's mice. Really? Wait, what? Are you kidding me? If you go on Amazon, if you search it, you put mouse, right? Logitech mouse or Steel Series mouse, or you put Steel Series mice. Really? You got something to troll me now. I said mouse. What are you kidding me? I said mice. Arey, kuch bhi. I said mouse. Why will I say mice? अरे कुछ भी. मैंने कब बोला mice? अरे यार, I should never speak when I'm I should not speak, period. Okay, I have to play new one now after this. अरे यार, ट्रोल हो गया आज तो. इतना ट्रोलिंग, अरे यार. चलो स्टार्ट एज फास्ट एज आई कैन.
बहकी सभी जुबां है हम हैं हजारों में अब की कमी जरा है हर चीज खास है अब है जो है वो समा है तुम रह सकी तो रबा है अब है जो है वो समा है तुम रह सके ऐसी जीत अब चाहे जिंदगी ऐसी जीत अब चाहे जिंदगी है.
अरे यार, I pre-moved. This mouse, so stupid. अरे यार, if I get one wrong I hate it. Then I get everything wrong.
हमें सजा है हम हैं बाजारों के सबकी नजर यहाँ है हर चीज राज है अब है जो है वो समा है तुम रह सकी तो रबा है अब है जो है वो समा है तुम रह सके ऐसी जीत अब चाहे जिंदगी ऐसी जीत अब चाहे जिंदगी.
अरे यार, Rookie 7. Damn. Okay, fine. चलो, new game.
बरसों बादल तुम्हारी राह सब तक रहे चली 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 दिल के ऊपर बरसा पानी आई बत्तियां हरी हरी दिल के ऊपर बरसा पानी आई बत्तियां हरी हरी बरसों बादल तुम्हारी आस में लगे रहे बरसों बादल तुम्हारी आस में लगे रहे
अरे यार, what a stupid move I played. अबे यार. That was ridiculous. अरे यार, what stupidity. Stupidity. Anish won? No, what? He drew. He cannot win. कुछ भी. No ways. Anish won. Okay, let's get back to the games. Okay, I'll have to see this. 1 second. I'll have to see this. Did Anish really win? Okay, I have to see this. 1 second. If it's fake news, guys. If it's fake news. Again, for the 10,000th time, it is fake news. Of course it is. How could have Anish possibly won? I think it was your trick for me to stop playing Puzzle Rush. I think it was a trick of you guys so that I stopped playing Puzzle Rush. Okay, fine. I won't do it. No more Puzzle Rush. Got it. You guys tricked me into coming back to the games. Arey, thank you, Ajinkya, man. I love Ritvi's songs. So thankful that he allowed me to play it. Really cool, really cool. I love his songs. Liar. Arey, yaar, I really said mouse. I mean, why will I say mice? Doesn't make any sense. Arey, Ayushi. Arey, I didn't. I don't. I mean, it's just that I also wanted to do it and I could not. My health was the problem. Not. I was not feeling like taking a rest or break. I just physically was not able to play at that time. That was my problem. But of course, I want to play Title Tuesday. I mean, it's a lot of fun to play more than anything else. Definitely. I'm going to do it next week for sure. And in this week also, I'll play more Blitz games. So you will get a feel of Title Tuesday. Definitely, I'll do that. Actually, sorry for not being able to come. Yes, despite having promised. So it's my fault, clearly. Anyways, we are back to the games. You guys tricked me in looking at the games. So Anish is black. He played e4, e5, knight f3, d6. Philidor defense. Shows that desperately wants to win. So he has to do something out of the box. So d4, ed, knight d, queen d4. Generally accepted move is knight d4. But queen d4 is very strange. He just wants to keep it very simple. That's the point. No complications at all. Castles. Yeah, you guys tricked me, so no more Puzzle Rush. Now it's the games. And yeah, guys, to make up for the Title Tuesday, I'm definitely going to play more Blitz. Done, promised. Actually, in fact, since I've crossed 3000 rating on chess.com, I've not dropped. I've maintained it. So very happy about that. Like after 3008, I even went to 3030. So I feel good about that. A very symmetrical position. Nepo is basically saying that I'm very happy with the draw and I won't complicate things. I'll just develop the pieces like how Magnus did, bring the rooks to the center and show me how you're gonna play for a win with black. Okay, I might have said mice by mistake. I did not mean it because, yeah, probably sent it, told it by mistake. A6. I assume that white will play bishop c4, or he could even take it. Yeah, he played bishop c4. He doesn't want to give the bishop naturally. And then play bishop f4, rook d1, rook e1, something like that. By the way, Ayushi, I don't know if you saw. I did upload a video today. I hope you check it out. And I did not know that you can use screen only for limited time, and you were waiting for that stream. That's very very sweet. So it makes me feel very special that if you have limited screen time, you picked out my stream to spend it on. So thank you for that. That's very very sweet. Maybe I should keep playing the songs in the background. Not a bad idea. Maybe on a slightly lower volume, if it's okay, so that I can speak over it. Is it fine now, guys? Is the volume okay? I reduced the background music so that you can still hear my voice over it. So what happened in the last few moves? Okay, he played knight g4. It makes logical sense to put the knight on e5, play bishop f6 kind of. So bishop a2, knight e5, takes queen e2. Yeah, but white is so solid. He's in fact even better. I don't see Anish, he's trying to complicate things, but I don't see it happening immediately. I might sound pessimistic, but I have to give my unbiased opinion of the position. Black seems to be struggling to make something happen. Okay, c4 will be played. Bishop d2. This is called the Maroczy bind for most of you who might not know. This is called Maroczy bind. It's considered to be good because it gives additional control for the d5 square. And there are moves like f4, bishop e3, rook d1, and everything like that. Okay, I have to increase the volume. Okay. Okay. It should be fine. When are you gonna play with subscribers? Viraj, that's on my agenda, but I don't know if I need someone to arrange it, So I haven't really planned it. Maybe we can do like when I'm doing this speed run to just play with subscribers during that time. That sounds like an idea, which is definitely easily possible. Rook c1. Yeah, engine shows the evaluation of 0.8. Very comfortable for white. He'll play f3, rook d1. Yeah, I don't believe in black's position. Arey, I see your message, Ayushi. Thank you so much. Can you discuss the e4, e5 opening strategy with black in future or sometime else? Sure, I play e4, e5 myself. Recently, that's been my opening. So what I can do is maybe explain some of my games in e4, e5. I did a series with Sagar Shah, Spider-Man. So you can definitely check it out. Oh, it's strange that white exchanged this powerful knight on d5. I would assume that he would have played f3, keep the pressure. So if you take, and you have two bishops, and a very comfortable advantage. But knight f6 is a move which shows that Nepo is in the mood of like just playing very very safe. So let's say queen f6, f3. You have two bishops and very simple position to play. No complications at all. He can play queen d2, bishop d4, and looks really good. Arey, thank you, Arjun. Definitely, if more blitz is required, that's what will happen. Maybe I don't have an account on like Lee Chess, so maybe we can try to reach like very high ratings in Lee Chess. That's a good idea. A5 makes sense. You want white. Black wants to stop white from playing b4, and white should not allow black to get this pawn to a4, because then, for example, yeah, he immediately stops it. This is the positional feeling which many of you ask me. So if you would have allowed black pawn to come to a4, it would like paralyze two of white's pawns because they wouldn't be able to move. So it's a very good strategic sense to play b3. Stop black from playing a4. And in future, white can always go b4 if required. I think it's very likely that we'll see a semi-final, like deciding match tomorrow between Anish and Nepo. Why am I looking different? What do you mean? The bishop on e2 looks like a pawn, but it can easily come back to the game. Like, that's the power of bishop, right? Just bishop on b1 is very powerful as well. Okay, knight c5. Ideally, it would be great to play b4 to kick this, but then the rook will be open. So, sorry. Now knight d3 is a threat, so probably rook d1 makes sense. Stop this. Or play this rook to d1, then this rook to e1. Both these options look good. Yeah, he played rook d1. Very logical. And only plan for black right now, which I can see, is to move the queen and play f5, which will open the e file for black. Otherwise, there is no other way. Yeah, two bishops are definitely an advantage, without a doubt. In most of the cases, it is an advantage. Big fan, watch Dark, amazing, clever sci-fi series. Actually, I'm not into sci-fi, whenever I watch a series, I need it to be relatable. He played queen g6. He wants to play f5, as I said. Only plan for black. I cannot watch a series which I cannot relate to, or something which is too futuristic. I can't relate it to it. Like, for me, relatability is very very important, and it's very like, I think, a minority opinion, because many guys love sci-fi. I was reading even a book on sci-fi, and there were like aliens coming in and all this stuff, and I'm like कि नहीं क्या है ये, मतलब मेरी जिंदगी में कैसे अप्लाई होगा ये. So I just I'm not a sci-fi guy at all. That's why I love movies which are biopics, because it has been like, it has so much of reality in it. Of course, they change few things, but still. How do you deal with failing apart from getting angry? Um, I guess just learn from the mistakes, man. Kevin, what else I can say? There's like no uh, big philosophy there. I mean, if we don't learn from it, it's more likely that we'll make the same mistake again. It's just got to learn. Nobody's perfect, so we can't be really harsh on ourselves. That's one of the mistakes I did with I was too stringent. I thought I should do this perfectly. I should do this like 100%. But okay, I'm a human. Yeah, I'm gonna make mistakes. Kind of have to be uh, even compassionate with myself. Anyways, b4 was played because he didn't want to allow f5. So knight will move back to d7, and then white has a very strong move actually. He can play c5. Just open this bishop, and also it gives more clarity in the center. So this will be very good for white. I don't feel bad, like, because to play for a win with black at the top level is extremely tough. It's very unlikely that you will be able to do so. Very, very unlikely. Money Heist, I've heard a lot. It's good. I've heard a lot. Relatable, at least. I mean, I cannot relate to aliens. So those kind of movies I don't like so much. Sherlock, of course, it's awesome. I mean, Sherlock is great. I love this thriller mysteries and all those kind of stuffs. Big fan of Sherlock, but I don't relate so much to like Captain America, or all this Marvel DC stuff. I I really can't connect to it. Although in my childhood I used to watch a lot of cartoons, so something went wrong after that. Oh, all kinds of cartoons I used to watch, like Flintstones. I don't know if you have heard about it. Flintstones, Scooby Doo. So many times I used to watch Scooby Doo. One of my favorite cartoons. Tom and Jerry, of course. And then when you also, there was a Noddy, all kind of ridiculous stuff. Uh, Noddy, and then of course Doraemon later on. And what else was there? Shinchan. All kinds of stupid stuff. Scooby Doo, of course, one of my favorite. Scooby Dooby Doo, kaha tu बन के दिखाएंगे. I think that was the song of this Noddy. I think there used to be a time where one part of the Scooby Doo song used to be in English and one part used to be in Hindi because it was broadcasted in both the languages. So, fun stuff. Good days, good days. You could just watch that and waste your time. Bob the Builder, of course. Bob the Builder, of course. अरे यार क्या दिन थे ना. You could just watch cartoon and waste your time. Of course, Pokemon, then Beyblade. Oh, Beyblade and Pokemon. I can't tell you how much I've watched those things. Yeah. Queen e6 and f5 would have been tackled with b3 c4. Sai Harshit. That's why he went queen g6. Also the same idea. And now he's taking his time to consider to play c5. Array, Advait, I've just been like so occupied nowadays that I've so many things pending that uh, you know, I haven't got time to go through all of the messages, especially on social media. It's very hard to like read each and every message, so I might miss some of it. Although I try my best to read that and go through it, but I hope you understand that some many days it's not possible to go through it. Mm. He took and played b5. Of course, he doesn't want to exchange more pawns and pieces. Now white can go bishop f4, attacking this pawn on c7. Usually, like, every move should have a point. You cannot just play a move which doesn't like, have some logical sense, or it improves your position. So bishop f4 is the first move which comes to my mind. Just attack the pawn on c7, improve this bishop, then you can put bishop to d5. Yeah, it's just a very, very comfortable position, very comfortable. Breaking Bad, of course I've seen Breaking Bad. I've seen Breaking Bad like 3 series. It started off very slow, but then it got dark so quick. I've seen Breaking Bad, of course, but I think it's a little bit overhyped. I think Breaking Bad is a little bit overhyped. It's good, but it's not that great. I mean, I don't understand why it's in everyone's top choices. Probably it's overhyped. I don't know if you guys agree with it. Have you seen Digimon? Not at all. First time I'm hearing this word, Digimon. Dwaipayan. No idea what it is. 95 played. Uh, White can put the bishop on d5. Although, okay, before I say although, he has played it. Makes sense. You want to, if you want to draw, you just exchange as many pieces as you can. Oh, I think I've triggered some people. I have triggered some people. Breaking Bad. So many fans here. Oh no, what have I done? Oh, Popeye. Yes, of course, Popeye I've seen. Uh, I'm also like Popeye. I love Spinac. So Breaking Bad's ending is best. Okay, I've seen like 3 seasons or 4 seasons. I don't recall exactly, but it is good. But it's should it be at like the top shows ever? Okay, I have to watch it, right? Okay, guys. I hear you. I'll watch the entire show. I'll watch the entire show. Then I'll make comments on it. Sorry. Oh, so many Breaking Bad fans. Okay. I take my words back. I take my words back. Fine. I watch the entire show, then make a comment on it. So I take my words back. This game has no substance because I know that it's going to be a draw. As a professional player, I think I can see it coming. It would be really funny if Anish wins this and then an edit is made where I say this and then Anish wins in the end. So I look really stupid, but my gut says that um, chances of draw are like really high. Uh, Thank you, Nikhilesh Mishram. Um, any chess rule which can be changed to make it non-drawable, and should it be done? I don't think it should be done. I mean, there is no need to do that. Of course, there are many variants. Like Kramnik came up with a variant where you can't castle your king, so it's completely new theory. Um, and if you see like this match formats, uh, there are always results. Uh, I think there was even a suggestion by some correspondence players that, let's say if there is a stalemate and the guy who has more pieces should get like 0.75, and the person who has less pieces should get 0.25. So there are many suggestions like this, although I don't believe that it's practical to apply it. And even with the current rules, there are so many games which have results. Oh, queen g3 is an excellent move. Excellent move. Forcing to exchange queens, and it's now going to be a draw 101%. Queens are even off. So bishop g3, then the bishop has to exchange. Yeah, it's just series of exchanges. No, I have not seen Death Note, guys. I haven't seen Death Note. Sanket, I don't know. I just said that Breaking Bad is little bit overhyped and many people got offended. So I really don't know if I should comment more on it. Rook a6. Okay, now rook b1 is just finished. Put the rook to b1. so that you can take on c6, then the b5 pawn will be hanging. Yeah, just lost. Don't see anything changing right now. Hey Naranji, what a question. Very interesting question. Sometimes it used to occupy my mind. Like for example, when I'm training, that's all which is going on in my head because I'm so focused, so intense that I just disconnect from the world kind of, and that amount of focus is required many times. And then all I'm thinking is about the game. So probably it's a stage where you're like obsessed with the game, but right now currently I'm not in that state because I'm doing so many other things that my mind is like distracted. It's all over the place, so I don't feel it right now, but I completely understand what you say. Even they used to say that Ivanchuk had a schedule that he would not see chess after 10:30 in the night, because if he did he would not be able to fall asleep. So many things like that. um yeah, rook b1 was played, right guys? Yeah, he played rook b1. Okay, I mean, I lost interest in the game right now because it's probably it's likely that Nepo is even gonna win this. So the match is kind of decided. Mayur, अरे यार, I have not gone out of my house. What? How will I see clouds? You look at this. You look at this, right? I don't even open it many times. Like my day, night, evening has been the same. Kind of sad now. When I think about it, when I explain it, looks kind of sad. I should go out of the house. You know, there are so many things to do. My mind is exploding. ये करना है, वो करना है. What should I do? Have to prioritize. I haven't seen Game of Thrones. No, I haven't seen Game of Thrones at all. I haven't seen Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, all these movies like legendary stuff. I haven't seen. Oh, Breaking Bad has 9.5. Really, on IMDb? That's a lot. Actually, it's impossible to save this pawn because you cannot bring the rook to b8. e5 knight will be hanging. If you take this d5, you have two connected passed pawns. And yeah, it's just actually white is clearly better. He's even on the verge of like getting very good position. Probably a big advantage. Let's see what Anish played. He played g5, which is kind of the best move, so that you can't play f4. But now you can take on c6. Yeah, he did. Rook takes c6 and then rook b5. Yeah, white is a pawn up, so no chance of turnaround. But I have not seen, I have not read also Harry Potter. People said that the book is better. Some said you can watch the movies, it's shorter. And in all this dilemma, I didn't watch only. I haven't seen Death Note, no. I got even the plot of the Death Note wrong. They made memes about it, so. Rook b7, attacking this pawn. Rook c8. I mean, it's kind of sad to play so passively in a must win game. Uh, I'm as I said earlier, I'm a non-fiction reader. So if I have to read a fiction, it has to be the best book ever, kind of. It has to be so good that I'll not regret picking it up. Only then I can read non-fiction. By the way, I can read fiction, sorry. There was a brilliant tactic here, which engine suggested, is to play rook c7, bishop c7, giving up the exchange, but these two connected passed pawns are unstoppable. Nepo didn't do it because he didn't want to complicate. Okay, because a draw works fine for him, he went rook d7. But this tactic was beautiful. It shows the power of two passed pawns. But Rukdisen, I mean, in his shoes, if I was there, it makes perfect logical sense. You just play simple, don't complicate things. I have played FIFA, yes. I've watched a lot of football. I've played FIFA, I love FIFA. So, as you can see, I have like very sometimes nerdy qualities. I just have to wear specs and then I would be like a perfect nerd. Although I think, I might have to reduce the streaming in the next couple of weeks because Chess Olympiad was announced yesterday, and if I play for India, I will have to focus more on the preparation and then really reduce the amount of time I spent on streaming. So a good news and a bad news in a way. So don't know about it. It's just a speculation. I don't know how it will work out. It's from 22nd of July. So not many time left. Not much time left. Duh. Today I'm fumbling a lot. Sorry. I'm using the engine which is provided here, which is the stock engine, which is Stockfish 10 on the browser itself. I'm not using any engine myself. Just waiting for this game to finish because the match is decided. Once you have the match decided, kind of beats the point of analyzing it. Although, I feel that black has to be accurate to even survive this, and it will give additional confidence. So, if you make a draw, you will just qualify, but still, if you qualify, but still you want to win, right? You want to demoralize your opponent, kind of, and you want to feel more confident about yourself that you won two games. So, definitely, I feel Nepo is gonna try to push. Vidit, do you follow NBA? If so, what is your favorite team and player? I don't follow it so much, Arjun. But definitely the one guy I have followed the most is Michael Jordan, and he'll be my eternal favorite until I follow it quite closely. Oh, Dwaipayan. Oh my god. That's crazy. Thank you. Have you watched Hikaru's stream on 4 player chess with Agad and Levi Rosman? No, no, I have not watched it. I should watch. Should I? Okay, that's one thing which I have to add on my to-do list. Agad mentioned about you and Samay playing 4 player chess with him, and the highest score was 90. Would love to see Hikaru, you, Botes, Levi. Good for your future. Keep India shining. Thank you so much, Dwaipan. I think the highest score was even more than 90. I think I even crossed 102, probably, uh, in one of the streams. I don't recall exactly. But yes, I think many of you have requested to have this 4 player chess and collab with Hikaru. Um, I should do something about it. That would be epic if it happens. That would be really epic. But right now, Sama is occupied with this his comedians on the board, so I don't know when is the right time to do it. Mm, but definitely, it's an idea. It's an idea. Thank you so much once again. Uh, yeah, I'm just thinking how to make it happen. Like when is the right time? How to arrange it? Definitely will consider it, though. Pen. Thank you. Uh, Books are always better than movies and series. Yeah, that's the more popular opinion, but it takes more time as well. So, not a fiction reader. Thank you, Saurabh. Yes, yes, I have seen Igatpuri. Like, I always travel from Nasik to Mumbai, So I cross Igatpuri all the time. I don't know why he played rook d6 check. The most logical idea is to move the bishop, let's say to e5, so that you can put more pressure on the 7th rank. Rook d6, king g7. Okay, draw suits fine. So maybe he'll repeat rook d7 back. Although you will feel little guilty of not winning the game. You have such a good position. You want to win. Draw would be a slight concession. Although it suits him perfectly fine. Win the match, get it over with. Only thing white has to be concerned about is if the rook comes to a1, that would be deadly. He has to keep that in mind always. But that's why I wanted to put the bishop on e5, which covers the a1 square perfectly. Well, it's easy to, comment while I'm watching. But when you play, there are so many things you have to take into consideration. What do you think? Do you think Nepo will repeat and go rook d7, or will he play for a win? Oh, rook d8. That's a good suggestion. Oh, draw. Okay. Anish offered a draw after king g7 and Nepo accepted it. So the too late to answer. I think they already agreed to a draw. By the way, rook d8 is a blunder. Kind of a blunder. Why? Why rook d8 is a mistake? On this note, a small tactic and we end the stream kind of. Yeah, it's a draw, but Anish lost a match. So tomorrow it will be a decider between Nepo and Anish who goes through to the finals. Of course, everybody wants to see Anish versus Magnus. I think undoubtedly. Yeah. Most of you guys got it right. There's a nice tactic. Captures rook c7. Yeah, you take the bishop, rook c7, rook d8, rook e7. But yeah, it's a concession. It'll be a draw, but you don't want to allow that. Anyways, guys, so the today's results are Magnus Carlsen through to the finals after defeating Ding Liren, and a deciding match between Anish and Nepo Miniachi tomorrow. So I'll cover it once again if you guys like it, and more content coming your way. Although if I play in the Olympiad, I'll have to reduce some of the stream time, but I think that's okay with all of you. एक puzzle rush करना है before I end the stream, or should I end it here? What do you guys want? I'm open either ways. Yeah, Magnus हमेशा जीतता है यार. Always he wins. He has highest amount of consistency in winning tournaments. It's epic. We want medal. Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, it would be great pleasure to win a medal for the country. Okay, let's do one puzzle rush and finish the stream. Who knows? I might just do a very good end. I might just score 45. The funny thing is, I scored 45 on the stream of Samay, not on my own stream. Still trying to figure out why it happened. Thandi Hava. Okay, got it. All set up. Let's put some music. I think everybody's favorite is Thandi Hava, apparently. So वही play होगा. Yeah, let's do it. Last one. I'll do only one, and then that would be all. Let's go. Let's go.
ठंडी हवा थी जो आई संभालो हमको कभी न जाए सहलाए संभालो हमको सभी से आगे जाए हम ही हैं उनके प्यारे सभी से आगे जाए ठंडी हवा हम ही तो है तुम्हारे खास तभी तो है तुम्हारे पास ना छोड़ो कभी हमारा साथ कभी ना कभी तो नजर आ तेरे नाम 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 सर्दी जब आई कप कपाई संभालो हमको ज़मीं पर लाके हमें गवाई संभालो हमको सभी से प्यार चाहे तुम्हीं से सबके राहे सभी से प्यार चाहे ठंडी हवा हम ही तो है तुम्हारे खास तभी तो है तुम्हारे पास ना छोड़ो कभी हमारा साथ कभी ना कभी तो नजर आ तेरे नाम तेरे नाम तेरे नाम तेरे नाम तेरे नाम
अरे यार बिशप e7 सिंपल सिंपल
मन हलचल हो जाए घबराए आए आए ना
अरे यार what the hell why am I getting so many wrong
हम ही बर्बादे हम ही है वरदान हम ही बर्बादे हम ही है वरदान मन हलचल हो जाए घबराए आए आए ना सब रब जब खो जाए घबराए आए आए ना हम ही बर्बादे हम ही
अरे यार he played king e3 क्या चीटिंग है यार I thought king f2 खेलेगा and then I'll play अरे यार okay fine probably time to end the stream thank you Dhanush for the wishes thank you so much thank you Karan man thank you so much Naranji I mean I've made already so many videos on how to improve again the main stress I put is on solving tactics so that's my main aim have you read Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari no man I have not read it about to start making videos on chess please support sir I'll be grateful Sajal Jain go ahead man I mean you don't need much to do it you just need like even with the whatever equipment you have just go ahead with it and I think important thing is to have patience it will take time to grow but just don't worry about the equipment just go with whatever you have the will is more important here raid okay fine you guys are telling raid so we'll raid let's raid Anish Giri's channel yeah contentless channel okay of course we subscribe to it I think most of you have subscribed to it but still let's do it anyways uh, okay I'll open this channel YouTube what is Anish Giri let's go Anish Giri channel I don't even find his channel where is it I can't find it does anyone have a link of what is his channel oh thank you Shreya I see it now okay wait let's do it Okay. Now it should be there. Okay, let's subscribe to his channel. Now I see that he has 4.31 subscribers. Let's take him to 5k. Okay, let's subscribe, guys. I'll subscribe now. Done. Let's see how much can we go. How much can we go? Can we comment on it actually? Is there a place where we can even comment? Let's see, discussion. Anish OP is written. Oh, so many comments. Oh, I'll just write welcome to YouTube. Although this is not my first channel, so doesn't make sense for me to write it from here, but okay, anyways, it's fine. This is my different account. Okay, I have to open it from my another. Okay. No, there is discussion. I can write it, yeah. I'll just write welcome to YouTube. It's a pity that I have to change it right now. Okay, it's not changing. Anyways, welcome to YouTube. I'll write it on his channel anyways. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, now it's there. $4.38, guys. We have increased his subscribers. 4.31 to 4.38. That's awesome. Let's refresh. Should be there now. कहाँ गया मेरा comment? My comment got lost. अरे, my comment got lost. Anyways, chalo guys. Love from Gamer Fleet Army. अरे, thank you Deepak. Love back to him, man. He's doing great. I hope he's learning chess still. Anyways, good night guys. काफी देर हो गई है. I have to call it a night. I have other things to do. 4.43. I think 4.5 हो जाएगा क्या? I see many welcome to YouTube messages. I think we need to cheer him up. Yeah, he must be feeling bad today. Nice. Yeah, this is my message. Got it. I like my own message. Be very narcissistic about it. $4.45. 4.46. Oh, we could just do 5k. But okay, I'll leave it up to you guys. I think we have done 4.47. Are you guys are so fast, man. Are Sushil ji, nice to see you today. Good evening. Hope you had a good day. No need to be sorry, man. If you joined, that's a big deal. Thank you so much. Yeah, I like my own messages. So narcissistic. 4.49. Okay, we can just make it 4.5 and we end the stream. That would be perfect. It's 4.5 and we end it. Okay, I'll refresh again. 4.5. Awesome. 4.5k. That is awesome. Good night, guys. Thank you so much for joining in. Bye bye. Take care. See you soon.